Okay, I know you guys are wondering, like, man, Olivia, how do you always know current events and you always know what's going on in Black culture? It's like every time something new happens, you know. I'm just going to tell you guys really quickly. Basically, I listen to the Read with Crystals and Kid Fury, who have taught me basically everything there is to know about being Black in America, because, I mean, they're just like those guys. I listen to the Bakari podcast. He's basically like a Black attorney who now has a podcast. I listen to like Doyon, who's like a Black dad who has a podcast. I listen to The Friend Zone, where a bunch of like Black friends talk about therapy and meaningful relationships. I also listen to Therapy for Black Girls, the podcast for Black women. And this woman actually has a license in therapy. I also listen to Delancey talk about being Black. And the New York Blacks who talk about how they're still processing from the times. The Breakfast Club is a good show that always talks about current events in pop culture. And you can always hear your favorite artists get on and talk their shit every single week. If you're not listening to Hot 97 and you don't know about these historic interviews, like if you want to know what artists really think, they go there and talk their shit. The Terrell show always has like artists talking about like who actually wrote the songs. And then there's the YouTubers. Obviously there's Khadijah, there's Camryn Elise, Kelly Stamps. Man, I don't know how you guys don't know these people. They're so iconic. Kiana Naoimi, she's like living in Colombia now, and she was like a fashion influencer. She's got like 1 million subs on YouTube. There's Kenya, the law school dropout, who's like a booktuber and a social commentary channel. Joulzey, who talks about really everything. She's like in a master's program for sociology. And there's like the socialista. She's super cool too. If you don't know about the Grapevine, it's just like a group of Black people who talk about stuff. And then Sensei Seren, who just keeps it so real. Then there's like Abba and Preach from Toronto who talk about shit all the time. The Daily Show with Trevor Noah, it's like on YouTube. I just watch clips. I don't watch the whole show. There's Adeola Ufano from Africa who talks about what's going on there. There's Vanessa who talks about buying property in Africa. And then there's Amazed by K on Instagram who gives like relationship advice snippets all day long. And there's Tyla, this really cool artist in Africa. So, I mean, if you guys follow some of these people, you'll get a pretty good idea of what's going on.